to the coaches to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Jocelynn. I epically failed at the apocalypse. I couldn't figure out what was going on and what to wear. So I'm in my own personal apocalypse of just wearing black. That's all I can really manage. I will be, at the end, we will be doing legs and booty. If you have a TheraBand, grab that at some point. If you don't, it's no big deal. You can find a piece of stretchy fabric or a towel or even like a pair of tights could work. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Hey, I am Staza, and we are going to be doing the key ingredients, which is hip key exercises. And you don't need anything except the edge of a couch or a coffee table or something that you can grab underneath that you won't flip over when you do so. Please, please don't do that. For my apocalypse, I said I didn't wash my face or brush my teeth or do anything because I wouldn't do that in the normal apocalypse. And I'm rocking my tank girl-esque look, and I have my tank girl helmet, which I didn't put on, but she is my #1, so I love her. That's what I'm embodying today.
Hi everybody, my name is Tylyn. I am bringing you Armageddon today, which is just the best name. Beautiful job, Cressie, as always, on these beautiful names. I am really excited because this is going to be similar to what I did last week using a TheraBand. I just learned that's the name of it. It's one of those continuous resistance bands. It's like a loop. If you don't have that, you could just use a normal regular resistance band, tie it at the end, and then loop it like a figure 8 so it becomes an O. An O. That's all you'll need for my class. I'm really excited to see everyone here. Thank you for showing up and giving us your time and energy today. It's really appreciated.
Hello, I'm Anastasia. I will be doing the warm-up and the cool-down, the beginning of the end and the aftermath, respectively. So hopefully I'm going to kick us all off. P.S. I like this theme. So, but okay, it is time. So I say let's get started. I'm going to change my view so I could see everybody. Excellent. You don't need anything from my sections. We're just going to do a warm-up. We're going to do a 30-second of work, 15-second of rest warm-up. That's going to include a little bit of cardio, a little bit of stretching, a little bit of getting things moving, loosey-goosey, that kind of thing. Let's just stand up at first before I start doing timers or anything crazy. And let's just like move through the shoulders a little bit. Maybe roll the neck a little bit. You know, maybe do some arm circles. Maybe do some arm swings. We are preparing to run through the deserted landscape. So we need to warm up. Getting ready. Maybe move some legs. Yeah. Oh, I like that warm up. Very nice. All right. Okay, so while you're moving around a little bit, getting your body warmed up, I'm going to intro what we're doing for each section. So the first one, we're just going to run and swing the legs. So running could be high knees, it could be heels to butt, and swinging the arms. I don't know if I said legs, but swinging the arms could be this way, could be this way, could be this way. Whatever you got to do to swing those arms. I might drop this for a second. Then the second thing we're going to do are jumping jack legs. So the legs are going to go side to side, and punching arms. So you can punch forward, you can punch sideways, you can punch up, you can do crisscross, whatever you want to do. But jumping jack legs, punching the arms. Excellent. Then we're going to drop down and do some mountain climbers. Dropping down, accidentally kicking my cat, and then pulling your knees to your chest. So some mountain climbers. Of course, you can modify and like go on your elbows if you need to as well. Then we're gonna do some side to side. I call these side to side / crisscrosses. You're going to step behind, touch the floor, and then go to the other one. Imagine like you're dodging something, side to side. Of course, if this bothers your knees, you don't have to do the touch the floor thing, but you know, I like it. I think that helps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're gonna do some side stretches. We're standing for this one as well. I'm going to reach up with one side, and I can bend over as well if you like it, and you're alternating. This is a stationary one. Opening up the ribs. Yeah. And the last one is going to be squats. So you can have your hands together, you can have your hands out, making a power pose, whatever you want to do. And squatting, make sure your knees and your toes face the same direction, and I'm squeezing my butt at the top. Okay? So each of those will be 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. And I'll remind you of what we're doing at the between. Okay, we're gonna start with the running and arm swings. Ready, set, go. So we're running, swinging the arms, which way we swing. You can be trying to get someone's attention. You know, forward and backwards. Remember your knee choices. You can do high knees. You can do kick your butt. 2 seconds, 1 second, rest. You can keep moving in between these as well if you want to keep your heart rate up. Otherwise, take a break. But the next thing we're doing is the jumping jacks with the punches. We're fighting everybody off. And begin. So punching forward, punching up, punching to the side, whatever you want to do. Kind of feeling these. Normally, you wouldn't want to be jumping and punching at the same time. That's not good form, but that's okay. Unless you're doing like a falcon punch or something. And rest. Good. Take a moment. If you need to move around and adjust your goggles, you can. I'm going into mountain climbers next. So we're going to be on the floor for this one. So make sure you have the space. Ready, set, begin. Pulling those knees to chest. Staying broad to the shoulders. Of course, you can do this from the forearms as well. Doing a great job. One, and rest. 15 seconds. We're gonna stand back up for the next one. This one's gonna be our side to side crisscrosses. So moving side to side, touching the floor. We're gonna start in 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oop. Side to side. Yeah, very nice, everybody. Two, one, and rest. Take a moment, catch your breath. Next thing we're gonna do are our reaches and our leans. Trying to get a little bit of a rib stretch on each side. Ready, set, begin. Now you can do these slower, or you can do these a little bit faster, depending on how you're feeling right now. Nice. Two, one, and rest. Last thing we're going to do are our squats. If you want to put a little bit of movement in this one, by the way, you can always step out and back up, or you can stay and just go up and down, up to you. 1, begin. Whichever version you decide to do, really try to squeeze your butt at the top and lowering down, or stepping out each time if you like having a little extra movement there. I kind of like it. Yeah, nice. And doing whatever you want with the arms. 3, 2, 1. Good, rest. Good, take a moment, catch your breath. Good job, everybody. Well done. Hopefully that got you warmed up a little bit, got your blood flowing. That was my 10-minute warm-up. So I'm gonna pass it off to Tylyn for Armageddon.
Yeah, that was a perfect warm-up. Thank you so much, Anastasia. All right, everybody. I want to warn you, my eyes have been hurting the last like 2 days. So if you see me squinting and having to go back to my handy dandy iPad where I have everything written down, please just bear with me and be a little patient. I really like to follow something, but my eyes have just not been happy with all this screen time, I think is what it is. So, all right, if we could please gather our, this is called a TheraBand, I guess, a TheraBand, a resistance band that's continuous. If you don't have that, you can grab your normal long loop. Last week, I tied it at the very ends in order to make it continuous. You would just grab it on either end, twist it in the opposite direction to create one loop. It looks like everybody has some sort of loop. If you don't have anything at all, you could either use a towel or just squeeze your muscles. I really like the squeezing the muscle method because you are always with your body. So it's okay to not have something, just really squeeze. Even like bicep curls, you can just squeeze everything and you'll still feel a workout. So let's go ahead and get started with our band. I want to start by putting this underneath our wrists, just around the top of the forearm. And we're just going to open little tiny pulses. They don't need to be too big. It'll also depend on what your resistance band is like, so get to know it for a minute. If it's really, really elastic, maybe you start a little wider. If it's really hard, maybe you start narrow and just do small ones. We're gonna stay here for about another 15 seconds before we move our band lower and down by our elbows. All right, start to move that band down a little bit lower, not on your elbows, but just above, and do those same movements. You might feel a little bit more work in your shoulders, in your upper back area. Breathe as you're doing this. Yeah, like you're gonna punch yourself, but you're not. Just like that. It's perfect. All right, we're gonna move our band down a little bit further. So past our elbows, around our bicep, tricep, arms out, straight to front. Same movements. This time you should find that you're able to go a little bit wider. Little tiny pulses. If your band is moving up your arm too much, move it a little bit lower. Again, not right over the elbow, but closer to your elbow area. Ah, mine just snapped. All right, good. All right, let's put that to the side for a moment. Everyone looks like they're seated, which is fantastic. We're gonna get into our high plank position. Here at the top of the push-up. So your wrists will be directly underneath your shoulders. We're gonna do 3 scapular articulations where we push and round out the top of our back, bring it back down, push, back down. So do 10 of these. Every time your back rounds out at the top, it counts as 1. I'm about halfway through, go at your own pace. Once you're finished with this exercise, hold the top of the push-up with your back rounded. All right, so I'm at my end. I'm holding at the top, my back is rounded, my chest is hollow. I'm gonna come down onto my forearms for a low plank position and push back up to a high plank. Now switch your arms, whichever arm you led with first, do the opposite. So usually I lead with my right, now I'm gonna lead with my left. Once you're back at the top of the plank, switch it up again. So right arm down, left arm down. Right arm up, left arm up. Switch one more time. Down and up. Hold that top of the push-up position. Start to bend your arms, elbows close to your body as you lower down to the ground. Good, all right. So from here, our hands are right next to our chest or our breastbone, underneath our armpits, squeezed really close so your thumbs are underneath your body. And you're going to lift your chest up using just your arms. If this is not great for your back, you can only come up to about here. That's totally fine. And lower back down. Touch your chin and push back up. I think this is like a cobra or something. I don't know. In this land of apocalypse, it's a snake, a rattlesnake out in the desert. And it's trying to eat up all the sun. Just like that, perfect. All right, 2 more, slowly down and up. Just use your arms. We're getting our arms yoked, as the kids say. No, I don't know if they say that. Okay, chin back down. 1 more up. There's an Armageddon dog. She actually would look good in the apocalypse. Oh, okay. Once we're lowered down, we're gonna come onto our side. Again, I always start on my right side. I'm going to take my top arm, place it down. Oh my gosh. Hi, okay, come on. Sorry, everybody, 1 second. Out, we'll hang out later. We'll hang out later. Okay. Oh, I feel like such a bad dog mom. Okay, on the side. Our top arm is going to go down beneath us, and it's going to be situated about beneath our bottom shoulder. That hand on the bottom is going to sneak through and touch our ribs that are facing the ceiling. We're going to slowly lower ourselves down and push ourselves back up. So we're working the top arm tricep. Good, we'll do 5 on one side. Oh, I'm at 3 and I already feel it so much. And then 5 on the other. Awesome, all right, go ahead and switch around doing your coolest whoosh. That's what it's called in the real world, a whoosh. So again, if you're on your left-hand side, you're gonna take your top arm, put it beneath your shoulder, sneak your bottom arm through, wrap it around your waist, and bring yourself down and back. So push your bottom shoulder down to the ground and extend back to the top. Awesome. Hey, thanks, SJ. I like my hair too. I've never done it like this, but I was so excited. I didn't really know what apocalyptic clothing was, but Gabe was nice enough to send me a little article that was very inspirational. Okay, fabulous job. Go ahead and collect your TheraBands again. Okay, and this time, we're gonna bring it back through our arms, right beneath the elbow or at the top of the forearm. We're up in a goalpost position with our pinkies facing forward, like we'd be giving ourselves a thumbs up. And we're gonna take our arms and really open them out wide to the side. Our pinkies are then farthest away from us and our thumbs are facing us. Bring it back in. Bring it back out again. When you reach the very back, this time I want to invite everyone to try just 3 pulses at the back before you come back in. If that's not feeling good to you today, you don't have to do it. But I do invite you to give it a shot. So you're here, 3 pulses where you're squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then pretend like there's this energy ball that you're trying to really make happen as you bring your arms together. 2 more times. Nice and slow. Pinkies out to the side. Pulse when you get back there. And slowly bring your arms together. All right, last one on your own. I'm going to check my time. All right, great job. Everyone looks like they're doing really well with this, which makes me so happy. All right, this time we are going to sneak our arm through our band like this. Bring the arm, this is not your arm. Bring your resistance band behind your shoulder. Again, I start on my right hand side. So I'm gonna take my opposite hand and hold the resistance band in place. I'm gonna take the arm, or the hand of the arm that has the resistance band and sneak it through the bottom of the resistance band like this. I like to keep it around my thumb, kind of separating my thumb and my fingers. If you want, you can also sneak under and have it this way instead. So those are your 2 options. I invite you to try both and see what feels good to you. I'll start this way. So hold that resistance band in place. We're gonna push in front, like we're trying to give somebody in front of us a high five. Or actually, this, since it's apocalyptic, I'm feeling more airbender style. We're like, pew, a little rush of air would come out of my hand and I'd shoot someone across. It's more fun if you picture that than just a chest press. So bring your arm all the way out in front of you. All right, now on this next one, I invite you to try those same pulses. So for right here, do about half, come back, half, come back, half, come back, and finish it back at your chest. So we're doing 3 pulses. Go all the way out. Little pulses. This is about halfway actually. Come back in. All of this can be at your own pace. I know sometimes we move so quickly, and I'm the same way with my own workouts. One more time on this arm, where I just like rush through it. But it's actually really nice to know that we're getting a stronger and better workout if we're moving a little bit quieter and more slowly. Go ahead and switch arms. So again, if we're holding our resistance band like so, we sneak our arm all the way through, bring it up to our shoulder, take the opposite arm and hold that resistance band against your shoulder. Sneak your thumb through the bottom of that resistance band. And you can either do it like this or sneak your hand under and then bring your fingers back around so that your fingers are facing the ceiling. Which, you know what? I think I changed my mind and I like this more. All right, hand goes against the resistance band as you push out. Straighten and come back, get yourself a feel for it. Maybe on this next one, you start the pulses again, where we push out, bring it in just a little bit more, and return to the very start. This way, we're kind of teasing our muscles or giving them just like a little bit of a break, but not really. They're working a lot harder. They think they're gonna come all the way in, but we surprise them and say, we're not done with you yet, which kind of feels like what quarantine keeps saying to me. All right, push all the way out. Halfway, pulse it out however you like. Come back in. All right, last one where you push. Squeeze that muscle every time, even with the resistance band. Focus on trying to squeeze your tricep muscle. All right, come back in. Perfect. Everyone's doing so well, and I really appreciate that we're doing this slowly and together. Thank you very much. All right, next one. Same thing, we're gonna sneak our hands through this resistance band and bring it just underneath your your wrists, you know, your arm ankles, those things. Bring our arms all the way to the top, extend and reach. And actually, while we're here, let's just do a nice little back bend where you are bringing and lifting your chest to the ceiling. Arms go back and stay with gravity, and then we come back up to the front. Okay, that felt great. I think that was more for me. Thanks for doing that. All right, so pinkies out to the side again. Thumbs are facing in like that. And we're gonna open up our arms out to the side while we bring our arms in a goalpost behind our back. Oh, do your shoulder blades feel like they're just on fire? Like the best fire in the world? The apocalyptic fire? Because that's what mine do. Okay, arms back to the top. Now this time I want you to bring it forward, keeping your arms open, touch your chest, extend back to the top, and go behind. So this resistance band is just kind of flirting with our chest and our back, top of our shoulders. All right, we're gonna do 5 more. Squeeze everything, push your arms apart. Even if you don't have the band, push them apart. Feel that energy between as if you did. Touch your chest, go around, touch your back. All right, hold up at the top. Open those little tiny pulses. Pinkies are out to the side. I want you to change so your palms are facing each other. Pinkies are facing forward, thumbs are to our back. Good, change it one more time, back to the original. Pinkies are out to the side, thumbs are facing each other. And palms are facing each other. The little pulses, little pulses. 10 more seconds. I love what Stas always says, you can do anything for 10 seconds. You don't even know that we're already at 5 seconds. This is really hard, but we're done. Beautiful, drop those bands or fling them at your computer, which is one of my favorite things to do, except that didn't work at all. One more time. Oh, that one did work. That's why it's on a laptop. Beautiful. All right, last thing. You know what? I lied. I'm so sorry. Go retrieve your bands. Go get those bands again. My bad. We can do this stretch without a band, but it's also really cool that you can do it with a band, and I just learned this, so just let me show you. All right, so holding our band in our hand here, we're gonna bring it up and behind our back. That way our tricep is facing forward, our elbow is bent behind us. Okay, I wanna make sure you can see. And I'm gonna grab with my opposite hand the end of this band and pull down. Trying to stretch that tricep. If you don't have the band, you're gonna bring the arm that you're focusing on up, back behind you, take the opposite arm and push back on your elbow and down a little bit, trying to sneak those fingers down your back like you're unzipping your own zipper. When you're ready, go ahead and switch sides. So if you are using the resistance band for this, which I encourage you to try at least just as something different to do, you'll take it in your palm with your fingers facing away from you. Drop your arm back and behind you. Sneak your opposite arm behind your back. Reach, it's kind of a blind reach for your resistance band. Make sure to hold your resistance band and pull down on it. There we go. I like this because I'm using this underhand to really pull down. And it's almost a passive stretch for my active arm. This one being the active arm because I'm using the opposite hand to give myself a stretch there. Awesome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in Armageddon. Just for fun, can I see everyone's arm muscles? Because I feel like this is like really a good time to show off. Yeah. Ooh, Danny's getting that good. I love it. Get it, SJ. Okay, thank you. That was really just for me. We are moving on, by the way. I just want to say to a really good name, Quarantoned, which just feels so appropriate. Thank you, Jocelynn.
Cool. Wait, myself. All right. Awesome. Thank you. That was amazing. So we are going to start standing. Oh, sorry. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're going to do something that I call froggies. So we're going to work our legs and our butt right now. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start in like a little squat, a little frog squat with your hands on the ground. You're just going to raise up, try to get your legs straight, get as high on your balls of your feet, and then go back down. So we're going to do 20 of these. So here we go. Up and down. Just keep going. I'll just count in my own little mind over here. Do a nice rhythm. Remember to keep breathing. So it's like we're getting ready to we're training to be our apocalyptic warriors. I'm at 10, so I'm halfway. Keep going. And I've got 5 more left. This is when you start to really feel it burning. Got 3. And 2. And last one, just hold it up there. Nice and strong. And release. So now we'll come up to our standing position. And we're just going to do lunge steps. Just gonna go lunge down, almost touch your back knee to the ground, and step back. And lunge, and back. Again, we're gonna do 20 of them. So stepping forward and back. I'm at 5. Make sure your pelvis is dropping straight down as well. We're halfway there. We got this. Really feel your foot all the way on the ground. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now I'm gonna get my timer. And we're gonna intersperse some wall sits into this. So we're gonna do a wall sit for a minute. And I will show you a wall. Here's a wall. It's a very technical term. Technical thing that we're using is a wall. And we're just gonna come and sit at the wall. Oops, take your socks off if you're on carpet like I am, or else it might just go sliding down to the ground. So we're just gonna wall sit for a minute. So let me put it on the gallery view so you can see everybody. Everybody got your wall? And here we go. Wall sit. I have an apocalyptic kitty wanting to come over and hang out with me. You can get a cat or a dog to make it. She only weighs like 5 pounds though, so she's actually not gonna add very much weight to my wall sit, but she's super cute. She was the jungle kitty yesterday, chasing her jungle mice all over the place. And she's off. We are halfway there. Really fire up those legs. Squeeze those muscles. Oh, I see another pet. That looks like a good, good like 40-pound weight. Yeah, you can move your arms around. If you're getting bored and you need to have a little dance party with your arms, Feel free. 5 more seconds. Good job. Okay. So that was wall sit 1. We'll do 3 of those. We'll just intersperse them. Now for this next one, if you need something to hang on to, feel free. I have this fancy piece of equipment called a bed. And I'm just going to stand on one leg. I kind of call these bird dips, and I have the other leg bent. And so my same arm as leg is just going to reach down to my opposite leg and back up. And try and stand on a straight leg when you do this, and try to have like a bent leg. But if that's what you need to get down, that's fine. When I have a really strong standing leg, so I'm engaging my quad, I'm engaging my butt. And magic number today is 20. So we do 20 each side. So I'm going to reach down to my toes and back up. And join me. I'm at 5. Everybody's doing great. Keep on going. We're halfway there. We're just kind of like those little like sipping birds that people put on their bird. What are they called? Bird baths? Who has a bird bath anymore? I don't know. I don't think I've seen a bird bath for a really long time. I think it's the apocalypse. We're like, fend for yourselves, guys. Good luck. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And now switch to the other side. Set yourself up. Put your leg up. And here we go. Just 1 unit, dipping over and back. I'm at 5. Oh, we're halfway there. Really feel that bottom foot opening up on the ground. Try not to clench your toes. Also try and keep your hips nice and square. Got 5 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. So now we're going to do a sumo squat. Sumo squat. Just have your legs nice and wide. Hands in the front. Bend your legs down. I'm just going to go right toes up. Left toes up. Right toes down. Left toes down. Other side. Left up. Right, left down, right down. Again, just alternating up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. We'll do 4 more. Up, up, down, down. And 3. Maybe go a little bit lower. 2. And last one. Up, up. Okay, are you ready for another wall sit? I know you are. Get excited. Back to the wall. Have a seat. And here we go. I wish I had a nice story to tell you. I can't really think of anything exciting. Maybe my apocalyptic kitties. They're like always the part of my apocalyptic stories right now. discovered a faucet yesterday. So we have the water running and they're trying to eat the water and paw at the water, and there's two of them. They're both like taking turns like pawing and eating the water. So now anytime we turn on the sinks in the bathroom, they come running over and jump up and we're like, eat the water. Very cute. All right, here we go. We're past halfway. Make sure your back is nice and pressed against the wall. Or if you're not against the wall, just stay strong. We got 6 more seconds. Excelente. Good job. Okay, now we're gonna come down to the floor. Maybe get a sip of water if you need it. Oh, here she comes. Okay, so our first exercise is we're gonna be down on our elbows. You're gonna have one leg behind you. You're just gonna reach it up, your leg up, and just cross it over the back, and up and down. We'll do that 20 times. Up, down. Really squeeze that butt when you have your leg at the top. I'm at 5. This is super similar to what Staza was doing yesterday, and I can feel it from yesterday. It's awesome. And here we go, 10 more. Really squeeze your belly button into your spine as well. I've got 5 more here. Really make sure that back leg is nice and straight. 3, 2, last one. And now we're gonna switch sides. So set yourself up, the other side, straighten out that other leg. And here we go, cross it back. And squeeze that butt when it's at the top. Also make sure your shoulders are nice and open, engaged. We're not slumping. We really want to be engaged. I'm at 5. Everybody's looking good. Also try not to bury your head like a turtle. We are trained to be warriors right now, not turtles. 10 more. Five more, we got this. 2, last one. Oh yeah, feel the burn. Awesome. Okay, now we're gonna come up onto our hands. And we're gonna go leg out to the side and straighten it and side and down. We'll just do 10 each side because these are pretty intense. So here we go, we're gonna go side, straighten, side, and 2. Nice. We're getting core and toned. We're at 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, other side. Set yourself back up. Here we go. Everybody looks great. Three more. Last one. Awesome. Good job. Come into child's pose. Give it a little stretch. Cool. Now let's work on our adductors. Make up on our side. I like to have my leg behind me. You can have it in front. It's your choice. Just my leg is long, my bottom leg. I'm on my side. We're just gonna do little raises up. 20 is our magic number. I'm at 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Flip it around. The other side. Setting yourself up. Here we go. And that's 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, come on up to a straddle. Just a nice mellow straddle, not your fullest. And place 2 hands on either side of 1 foot, 1 leg. Make sure you're nice and tall. And we're just gonna stretch out that leg and raise it 10 times. So 10, 9, 8, 7. Try not to curl your spine over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Other side. Here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to try to do both at once. Let's have our hands in front of us. Here we go. This one's really hard. Here we go. 10. Oh, yeah. 7. Ooh. Excellent. Come in and just stretch it out just a little bit. And for our last thing, we have 1 more wall sit. So here we go. This is the grand finale before I turn you over to Staza. Getting to know our houses so well these days. All the little nooks and crannies. Are we ready? On your marks, get set, go. Maybe while you're sitting here, you can have a little reflection time. Let's think about our best quarantine memory. What would it be? What was the highlight? And then maybe move over to the dark side, and we'll think about, what was the time that was not so great? And then we can take a moment to think about something that we are now cultivating that we were not cultivating before a month ago. This all started, how we have transformed. And we are amazing. Thank you, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here with you. And I'm going to pass you on.
Hi guys, we're actually gonna take a break. What time is it? Hold on. Where am I? What time is it? 30. Perfect, yeah. Okay, sorry, I had to do some math real quick. We're gonna take a 5-minute break, get water, breathe, stretch if you want to. When we come back, Staza's gonna kick our booty some more, our abs too. I'm sure are gonna get a really nice workout. Our lats gonna get a workout. Ooh. Okay, 5 minutes is also a great amount of time to maybe take a picture. Anybody wants to take a picture? I want to take a picture before I sweat it all off. So if you want to be in a photo, maybe Tylyn, are you down to do the screenshot? Cool. So turn your video off if you don't want to be in a photo. And then also, if you don't know how to turn your video off and you're like, please no, I don't want to be in a picture, maybe just step out of frame for a moment.
All right. Oh, let me turn that off. Okay. Does everyone have their pose? Are they ready? You are an apocalyptic warrior and a badass. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. We're doing another. Get your other start and finish. Ready, go. That one. Thanks, Staza. Appreciate it. One more. All right. 3, 2, 1. That should be good. It's embarrassing.
Cool. All right, we still have a few more minutes of break. So, oh, Staza, did you miss the picture? Oh, okay, good. I was looking at myself, so you know. And you're welcome, YouTube, for all of this banter.
I made it.
I'm gonna go ahead while we're on break and put our donation screen share up for anyone who wants that information. Your donations are greatly appreciated. And if that isn't within your means, we're just so happy to see you here. For those of you who can hear me, I really wish I had said this super long ago. You can hear me, right? If you're in the room. Okay, cool. I wish I had said this when we first started these things, but if you're anything like me, when you put on a badass costume, you have to take lots of pictures. So it'd be really sweet if you guys had photos of your costumes from any of the themes so far and posted them on the Facebook page, especially in the coming week when we're on break. It'd be nice to see some action from you guys on the page. So please, you guys get all dressed up, and we can only see so much of the detail because you're on a video camera with choppy internet, and you guys deserve more recognition for your awesome costumes. So please take selfies and post them, or have friends take pictures for you. Get your housemates to dress up with you, because why not? I think that next week when I'm going back and doing old videos, I might still be dressing up because it's been a highlight of my weeks. You have boom booms? What's a boom boom? Staza has boomerangs. Got it. Yes. Well, and YouTubers, you should be dressing up too and posting your pictures so that we can see it. All right, I think it's time to get started. Staza, if you're ready. Actually, let's see. People back. For the most part, it looks like people are back. Yes.
Cool. Well, I am going to get started. I have my handy dandy assistant with me. It's my rat. He's really excited to be here today, although he is pulling my pants down. And I'm loving everybody's super Mad Max, like dark apocalyptic looks. Mine again is a little more colorful because I'm a comic book character. If you don't know Tank Girl, you should definitely check her out because she's my favorite character of all time and my favorite comic book. So check her out. Otherwise, we are going to do the key ingredients for getting through the apocalypse grounded. We're gonna start on our sides. We're gonna get into a side plank position. You can either be on your elbow or on your arm, depending on where you're at with all of the burners that we just did. My arms were super burning, Tylyn, so I might opt for my forearm for these. No judgment on whatever you wanna do. We're gonna come up, we're gonna put our other arm behind our head, and we're gonna do oblique crunches. So I'm gonna take that top leg and crunch it in to my elbow. We're gonna do 10 of these. So you're gonna be smashing bricks. Maybe you're in a wasteland city and you're busting through the walls. So you're just crunching them. You just wanna show how badass you are. There's really no purpose for you smashing through them this way, except to just prove you're a badass. Couple more. Last one. Okay, other side. You can do a legs of choice. I'm gonna scuttle like a cockroach because you know they'll be alive still. Same setup, choose your, pick your poison, whether your forearms or your arm, hand behind your head, and do those crunches. Yes. Busting down brick walls. Because that's what I would do. I would just smash everything. Couple more. And 10. Awesome. Next thing we're going to do is lay flat, and also I did not start my timer. I just realized, like I said, I'm having a bit of apocalyptic brain syndrome. We're gonna lay on our sides. I'm gonna put my one arm out, my other arm's gonna come up above my head, and I'm gonna lift that top leg and crunch up. So more focus on the obliques because they're so important for our hip keys in the sky. We're gonna do 10 of these. Work with whatever you need. Maybe you don't want to use a straight leg. Maybe you want to bend that leg. Whatever floats your boat, man. The apocalypse is exhausting. We've gone through a lot. And 10, go ahead and scuttle. Do your little cockroach scuttle to the other side. Same setup. Going to lay flat on the ground. Arm goes up overhead, and we're gonna crunch. Oh yeah. Kicking any mutants out of the way. Nice. and 10. Awesome. I'm going to aim this down a little bit more to make sure you can see me. I have my trusty apocalyptic steed, Larry. I'm going to ride him through the flames. We're going to do straddle ups on the ground. So I'm going to lay flat. I'm going to find a little hollow body, arms flat on the ground. I'm going to take my legs and explode them open like I'm straddling up. And I'm going to close them, kick Larry, reopen them, and come back down to that hollow body. We're going to do 10 of these. Really focus on pushing your back into the floor and using your lower abs to do this. So we're recruiting those abs. We're making them lift. We're floating up into the sky. 10 of these total. Closing them again above your head, reopening them to come back down. These can be as slow as you'd like them to be. Think about control. We might not have control over a lot right now, but we do have control over our legs. That's right. Nice. I am halfway there. You're at the same pace as me, or you might already be almost done. Beautiful. I'm so sorry, Larry. I'm just scissoring his face. Last one for me if you weren't counting. And 10. Nice. You can go ahead and pull those knees in if you want. Give your hips a little love. Beautiful. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to stay on our backs. I'm going to try not to choke myself with my goggles. I'm going to throw those off to the side. We're going to go from a hollow body position. Hands are going to be behind our heads. We're going to tuck in, thinking about kneeing ourselves in the forehead and extend back to that hollow body. So you're never leaving that hollow body position. You're just tucking in and out. We're going to do 10 of these. All of these, hopefully, you're feeling in your lower abdominals. I don't know about you, but that is a weak spot for me. So I already feel the burn. Couple more, unless you started before me. And last one. Nice job. Next thing we're going to do is kind of a combination between the two things we just did. We're going to stay on our backs, arms out to the side. We're going to find that hollow body. We're going to tuck the knees in, and then we're going to curl up, lifting our knees over our head, come back down, and extend. I'm not going into a plow or taking my legs up and over. I'm simply coming into that tucked ball, kind of like you might do if you ever practice tuck rocks or eggs and bacon. It's a very similar abdominal motion. We're going to do 10 of these total. So we're going to pull in, curl up, roll back down, and re-extend. And you can think of these like you would think of eggs and bacon, which maybe you haven't had in forever because it's the apocalypse and you're living off of rats. Well, the rats that aren't your friends. We're going to push that lower back into the floor, finding that hollow body. Your legs are not coming to the ground, but maybe you are sweating profusely like me. Couple more. Last two, if you're going at my pace. And 10. Go ahead and put those legs on the ground. Extend your arms out overhead. Reach out. Stretch in your dusty wasteland. Make some dust angels if you want. Awesome. We're going to come up from that. The next thing we're going to do are our body weight lat pullovers. So I invite you to find your coffee table, your couch, your object that is sturdy enough that you can grip underneath it, maybe give it a little test before you go rocketing your body up and over. But I'm gonna scoot you guys this way so you can see what I am doing, hopefully. Yes, okay. And you can also see the mess that is my house. So for these, I'm going to bring my back towards my object. I'm gonna lay flat on the ground, and I'm gonna put my hands under my object. I want them to be extended and straight, so I'm gonna wiggle myself on out of here. For this exercise, let me adjust my vest. I'm going to start engaging with my lats. So my lats are doing the work to lift my body. You're gonna start with your legs in an L shape. You're going to start that engagement with your lats, and as you push as hard as you can, your legs are gonna rise up, and then you're gonna lower them back down, using the push of your lats in order to control the movement. If this is crazy and seems impossible, you can do it with a tucked leg. If you're like, oh my God, bitch, this is easy, you can go from a straight leg hollow body and push up from there. And it's more kind of like a planche kind of situation. But I'm not really feeling this in my abs. Again, I'm feeling this in my lats. I'm really trying to keep that motion propelled from my upper body. Whatever the case is, let's do 10 of them. You can try the different variations. You can start hard and go light, or vice versa. I might just start right in the middle with that L shape. And these can be slow, nice and controlled. I'm pushing my hands into the bottom of my object the entire time, making sure you're not hitting any rogue nails or staples or anything else that might be underneath your object. Hopefully no gum either. And as you lower down, try to lower nice and straight. Try not to wiggle back and forth. I'm saying that for myself, but also you guys might need the reminder too. You should be slow and controlled. And hopefully your lats are feeling the burn. If they're not, try straightening those legs. Maybe you need a little bit more. Maybe you're super freaking strong. Okay, that is 10 for me if you weren't counting. Otherwise, please feel free to finish out wherever you're at. I'm a-sweating. We're gonna do one more thing for our lats because they are so important for our inversions. We're not just hanging loose and expecting our lower body to do the work. Our upper body is doing a ton of work too. We're gonna do supine push-ups, which I've done before and Jocelynn has done before. But in case you've never done them with us, my arms are gonna be in a little goalpost style. I'm gonna be laying flat on the ground. And I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades together, drawing my elbows in and raising my chest up off the ground. When I do this, I'm really trying to focus on firing my entire lat to help make the exercise possible. If that's like not a thing for you, that's totally fine. Just squeeze into where it's comfortable and settle back down onto the floor. So laying back down, and get that dirty ass carpet out of the way. My carpet has been through the apocalypse. I'm going to assume the goalpost position, and I'm going to squeeze in and up and back down to the ground. We're going to do 10 of these. They can be slow and controlled, or you can have them be a little bit quicker. That is up to you. I always like to think about pulling in my belly button to support my lower back in this. And I'm keeping my legs glued together and glued to the floor. This is you showing all of the mutants in the wasteland that you know what's up and you're the boss. And 10. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, because it's fun and also a very important part of our hip key, we're going to do our fan kicks. I'm going to try to not kick my wall this week and bruise the shit out of myself. But I'm going to start sitting with one leg crossed over, You're gonna lean back, open the legs, and come to the other side. Really sitting up and squeezing every time. So it's not just floppy fans, we're like clacking fans here. So you want it to be tight, really bust open that straddle and close again. Do 5 each direction, so it'll be 10 total. And maybe your straddle's more explosive than mine. And maybe you're not rolling on top of a stuffed rat. This is you just delighting in the wasteland. You're like, this is mine. Everything the light touches is mine. That's 10, and you all look so beautiful. Well, the next thing we're gonna do is come to standing. And I know we just got a super duper booty burner with Jocelynn, but this isn't quite booty burn, but maybe you might feel a little in your booty. We're gonna stand on one leg. I'm gonna flex my leg, opposite leg, strong in front of me. I'm gonna cross it over, and then I'm gonna do pulses. So I'm squeezing and pulsing. Yes, like you're gripping the fabric for your dear life or your rope. You're climbing a rope up to the 10th story of this building because you know there's some old candy in there and you haven't had candy in months. So tiny little pulses, really feeling the squeeze. The leg I'm standing on is strongly engaged. Awesome, go ahead and switch sides. So same exact thing, maybe if I don't fall over. If you need to hold on to something, you can. Really thinking about our abductors kissing. They're kissing each other. They love each other. They could grip and hold on to anything. Thighs of steel. Awesome. Go ahead and shake that out. And that's all I have for you guys today for our hip key ingredients. Hopefully those exercises help to replicate some of what it feels like to be in the sky. And I hope that I see you all there again very soon. I'm gonna pass it back to Anastasia to close us out.
All right, thank you. That was lovely. I felt like I looked the part, but now I also smell the part. All right, let's get on with the aftermath. I am going to switch the view again. Bottom. Okay. Let's do a couple of these. We're going to roll down in sort of a swan dive. Actually, I shouldn't say roll down. We're going to swan dive forward. I'm trying to arch my back a little bit. I'm trying to send my sit bones back. And I'm swan diving forward to really extend through the backs of the hamstrings. Then at the bottom, I'm going to round my back, bend the knees, and try to curl up nice and slow, getting a little bit of articulation through the spine, a little bit of that wave. Let's do 10 of those. You can stick with me or go on your own, but arching back, I'm trying to retract my shoulder blades, send my sit bones back. I'm swan diving. You can also use your legs to support forward. When you're at the bottom, relax and bend the knees and roll up and repeat. For 4. 5. 6. 7. Really round into the shoulder blades. 8. Got a couple more. Last one. Good. This time, go ahead and roll down and stay down on our forward fold. And take a moment here. Now you can either pedal out the feet if that feels good. You can also grab elbows and sort of swing side to side if that seems like a good idea right now. If you want more stretch, you can also grab your own legs and try to pull yourself forward into a deeper stretch, trying to always send those sit bones back and up to really feel in the hamstrings. Maybe you just want to do a little hip wiggle, wherever you are. Another nice thing to do is nod the head, yes and no, to try to release any tension that you might have built up. Good, then we're gonna take a little twist here. I'm gonna take one arm and I'm gonna grab the opposite side leg. So my right arm is grabbing my left ankle. And then I'm gonna take the left hand, the one that's free right now, and I'm gonna stick it through the middle and I'm gonna brace it on my own thigh. And I'm gonna try to look under my own armpit and I'm gonna try to push against my own legs to generate a little bit of a twist here. I'm trying to look forward, hello. If you're super bendy, you might be going a little bit further. If you're not as bendy, you might just be here and that's okay. You might be here and that's okay. So wherever you are, where you feel this is a stretch, is where you want to be. Good, and then coming back to center. If you need to like wiggle out your legs or shimmy anything out for a moment, you can, and then we're going to switch sides. So this time, left hand to right foot, right hand coming through, and taking a twisty twist. And I'm pushing against my own leg. I'm bracing to look underneath. Good, and resting. And then bend your knees, sit down into your froggy position, and try to keep your feet flat if you can't, because that's just anatomically for some people is impossible. You can be up onto the balls of your feet, but you have options, either pressing your hands together like you're clapping to spread the knees further apart. If this is not enough, then you can do one fist. If this is not enough, you can do both fists. And if that's still not enough, then you can do hands to the floor. And really think about pressing forward as if you're trying to lay your chest on a wall in front of you. Getting a little froggy action. Nice. Yeah, looking good. All right. Straighten the legs, fold back forward. This time, we're going to take a shoulder stretch. So I'm going to start with one hand right down in front of my face. I'm going to reach across just like we did last time. I'm grabbing my right leg with my left foot, and then I'm going to bend my left foot, my left leg. And that's going to create a little bit of a stretch on my back body. The hand on the floor is just there for balance. I'm really leaning into it. I'm really leaning against it. Kind of feel this one behind that shoulder blade of the arm that's holding onto your leg. Good, and then coming back up, and let's switch. So one hand down. This time my right hand's going to the left ankle, and my right knee is bending. So it's whatever hand is holding onto your leg, that same side leg is bending. Which I know is confusing because we're all like twisted up and all that kind of stuff. But so is the world, that's okay. All right, come on out of that. We're gonna pivot. Pivot both feet at the same time. So I'm not just like torquing around my knee, I'm gonna pivot. So both toes, both heels are facing one direction. And I want the hands on either side of that front leg, so I'm in this high pyramid pose. Now, if you can't reach your hands to the floor, it's okay. You can use your own leg or a piece of furniture, whatever you have. Okay? And folding forward over that leg. And breathing. Good, and then you're going to pivot, walk the hands all the way over to the other side, and folding over that leg. Good, we're gonna pivot back to the first side. This time, inch your feet away from each other, whether it's moving the front leg or the back leg. Bend your front knee and lower to your lunge. And so I'm trying to stay with my front knee right above that ankle. I'm trying to really extend that back leg straight so I feel this in my hip flexor a little bit. And I'm trying to send my heel to the floor of the leg that's behind. Dropping that down. Some people like to do a little forward and backward rocking. That's totally cool. Some people like to do a little twisty twist action. That's also totally cool. Whatever floats boat. Whenever I say that phrase, by the way, Staza, I think of you now. All right, straighten that front leg, coming all the way back around to the other side. Your legs should be about the correct distance at this point. Bend your front knee, come down to your high lunge, back leg straight, dropping that hip to the floor. If you need to move forward and backwards a little bit, or taking a twist, do so. Let me try. Okay, cool. All right, switching sides one more time, back to the first side. This time we're gonna lower our back leg and we're gonna take both arms to the inside of the knee. I'm gonna turn to face you with my front knee, taking both arms to the inside of that knee. And then if you want more stretch, you can come down to your elbows. I know this is lizard pose, so let me know if you know this differently, but I'm lowering down on that leg. Getting a little bit of that hip opener after all that butt stuff that Jocelynn had us do. My IT band after that was like, on fire. Good, and then coming up out of that, I like to take a little straight leg wiggle. So I'm straightening my leg, my foot is flexed, and I am windshield wipering side to side. We did a lot of hamstring stretching just a minute ago, so we don't need to spend a lot of time here. But I'm gonna do one more in this position. So instead of having the leg pointing straight out, I'm going to tuck that leg across my body as if I'm crossing my legs. And I'm straightening through that leg. I'm trying to have the pinky toe side of my foot, the blade of my foot on the floor. And I'm trying to get my ankle off the floor. So I'm lifting it off the floor. And that gives me a nice stretch through that area. You can also play with pushing the leg closer to your hands versus pushing the leg closer to your other leg. Gives you a nice stretch. I would love to be on your Apocalypse squad. Yes. All right, and we're gonna do all that on the other side. So coming back through the middle, if you're feeling really good here now, since we've been here like 5 times already, and you wanna take a little like through the middle stretch, you can, but eventually make your way to the other side, back knee down, both arms to the inside of that leg, and you're lowering to your elbows. Or your lizard. Stretchy stretch. Good, and then coming back up, straighten that front leg, foot is flexed, and windshield wiper the leg. Internal rotation, external rotation. Just a few times. Nice. And then once again, we're gonna thread that leg in between our arm and our bent knee. Trying to get the blade of the foot down on the floor, the ankle straight for a nice stretch. And good. All right, make your way up out of that. I have lost my goggles and my scarf and everything, but I haven't lost my appreciation for this community. You guys are awesome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. I kind of went ham with the theme, but that's okay. I'll post some selfies later. But thank you for organizing this, Cressie. Thank you for showing up. All of the coaches, all the participants, week after week. And I'm excited for a break. I think it'll be good for everyone. All right, I'm signing out. Cheers.
I just love you guys so much, and I love this community. And Cressie, thank you for bringing us all together. It fills me with such joy. I just want to squeeze things like all of you one day in person again. I'm excited to have a little bit of a breather room. I'm gonna watch some of our videos, gonna get in the workouts that I missed, and I hope that you guys do the same. Yeah, oh, and also, what Cressie was saying at the very beginning, she's going to be in a show that I am producing and emceeing next Saturday at 4 p.m. We're having one this Saturday too. It's free, you can watch it. It's called The Rainbow Ruckus. And we paired Colorado musicians with Colorado circus performers and randomly gave the performers a track and said, make some cool shit to it. And people have been making the coolest shit. And I'm so excited to see the acts. I haven't seen all of them yet for this weekend. So I'm really, really super excited. And I can't wait to see Cressie's, which will be next weekend. So I hope that you guys join us for that too. Ah.
Thank you all for being here. It's always a pleasure to see all your lovely faces. And I'm excited for this performance tomorrow and next weekend. Love all of you. And thank you, Cressie, for organizing all of this. Hope everybody has a lovely week. I'm going to enjoy a week off as well.
Thank you all so much again for your time and your energy and just showing up and holding space. This is one of my favorite things. This is like my favorite thing that's come out of quarantine. And as much pressure and uncertainty that all of this has carried, I've really, really appreciated being able to show up to something where we're all here together doing this thing. So thank you so much. Thank you for doing Armageddon today with me and getting your apocalyptic, beautiful warrior selves on. This has been really fun. And I never have ever dressed up like this before, but like, I feel good. I feel strong. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see everyone again.
Yay, thank you coaches so much. If you want to stick around for one more picture, I wouldn't be mad about it. Like fully decked out, but I want like, so when we were doing Tylyn's arms and like our warm up, we were like punching. It's like, yeah, I was really feeling it. So I want to get some photos of that. Tomorrow is our last class before break, and it is our superhero theme, Superhero Saturday. And I'm really excited for that. So make sure you come and join us for that. And as always, I super appreciate every single one of you so much. I really appreciate the love and support I've been getting in finding a way to take a little bit of a break. That was kind of hard for me, so thank you all so much for being amazing. And let's keep doing, if you're feeling like working out next week, let's freaking do it. There's over 30 videos on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, enough of my chatting. Yeah, let's do one more photo.
All right.